Apparently there's billy goats on this trail. There it is. Hard packed snow. I haven't had to wear my gaiters. Find some other cool things to do. This is the base of the ascent. Alright, well, I got up today at around 4:30 in the morning to drive a few hours to get out to where I'm at right now, which is Quandary Peak Trailhead. And Quandary Peak's a 14er in Colorado. It's close to Breckenridge. This is the first 14er I've ever attempted. It's Monday, the last day of November. It's 0 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm about to get started. Only one other car at the trailhead. This is about a 3.5 mile kind of ridge traverse. Quandary is one of the easier 14ers to climb. So I figured I'd start on an easier one, although it is the last day of November, so the conditions are pretty, wintry. People do ski Quandary, so maybe I can come back here later in the year when the snow cover's better. Or maybe the snow's good right now. I don't know. I haven't been up there. But I do eventually want to ski Quandary, so I figured I'd come here because I got some time off in between jobs to take a look at this place during the week when it's a little less crowded. So it's about 7 in the morning. I better get geared up and get heading up the mountain. The weather's pretty good today. Supposed to be clear and warm, maybe a little gusts. But, normally you want to, especially in the wintertime, you want to summit earlier in the day rather than later. So I'm trying to get up there, which is why I got up at 4:30 in the morning to drive here. So I'm going to gear up and get to climbing. Boy, is it cold this morning. First cold weather thing of the year. The winter, I should say, or this upcoming winter. Totally got my nose cold. There it is. Quandary Peak Trailhead. No camping. Well, hey, birdie. The bird pretty much flew right up to me. Quite strange. Never really seen anything like it. Probably used to seeing people on this trail, though. That's my guess. So yeah, that's Quandary. Straight ahead. You can see there's some tracks on it. People have been skiing it. Looks pretty manageable. I'm definitely going to come back and ski this place. So, probably gone about maybe a mile, maybe a little over a mile. But yeah, I pretty much have climbed out of the trees, more or less. I mean, I'm about to completely leave the tree line. I'm at the tree line right now. And, yeah, the rest of this hike is pretty much straight up the ridge behind me. Pretty chill, pretty manageable. I think Will Strachan's done this with some buddies. I also think it was a wintertime ascent as well. Should have brought my skis. Oh well. Gives me another reason to come back. You can see some lines. People have skied on this false summit that I'm about to climb up. This is such a nice trail. All hard packed snow. I haven't had to wear my gaiters or anything. Or I'm not even wearing my micro spikes because it's so cold that it's so cold, the snow is crunchy, so the traction is actually really good. So it's been a nice morning. I'm taking my time. I can really feel, you know, taking a few weeks off sitting around doing nothing. Definitely feel it on my body, so I need to get back into good shape, especially now that, you know, there's good reason to be outside for skiing and stuff. Not that there's ever a bad time to do outdoor fun in Colorado, but you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a beautiful day if you guys can't tell. I'm gonna feel the snow. It's pretty hard pack. Read the avalanche report, said moderate for above tree line, and I think it was north to east facing accents. I didn't look at the I didn't look too closely because this is a pretty safe hike if you stay on the trail. Anyway, all right, still a great day. You can see how good the weather is that I'm working with, and really excited to get on top of this mountain. So yeah, I've only seen one person at the trailhead, no one on the trail. It's great hiking during the week. I'm usually a weekend warrior. But like I said, I got some time off in between my next job. It doesn't start till next week. I got all this week to figure out fun things to do. So hopefully it'll be a good week for content. Find some other cool things to do. Ascending Quandary Peak. So, making my way up Quandary. You can see the summits behind me. Wanted to give you guys an update before I make it to the top, just to document some of my suffering that I'm going through on the way up, because this is starting to become not a cakewalk, I would say. Definitely having to, you know, get my heart rate up and sweating a little bit. Feels good to be out here though. Alright, that's Quandary Peak. I've reached the first kind of full summit. And wow, I'm kind of tuckered out. It's going to be no small chore getting up there. I know it doesn't look like a lot on the camera, but that last 500 feet or so it's going to be pretty gnarly. So, well, might as well. I mean, I didn't come up all the way up here to not summit, so conditions are good. I might as well get up there. Well, this is the base of the ascent. I wonder how far it is. 500 feet, maybe more. I'm gonna look at my GPS real quick. Okay, stop for a little bit. Put my micro spikes on. Taking a little bit of breather because this climb is beating me up, man. It's tough. I'm having a really hard time. Well, I wouldn't say I'm having a really hard time, but no joke. Definitely having to earn this. I think there's a guy ahead of me who's already summited. I've been kind of watching him. And then there's two hikers kind of behind me a little bit. And I'm probably about 3/4 of the way up. In fact, you can see it behind me. I think that's the summit. So I'm feeling pretty good. Definitely looking forward to getting up top there and chilling for a little bit. Let my legs recharge. Good thing I decided to put on my my micro spikes because it's getting very slick and slippery for certain sections that I just had to walk up. But yeah, I want to go up there eat a few snacks or something, and take in the view, take some footage, and then head back home. Okay, so I'm at the summit. It's pretty windy. Probably won't be able to hear anything. There's a few other people up here, 2 other people. See you guys, be safe. Yep, take it easy. Speak of the devil. I'll show you around a little bit. Alright, well shit, top of the world. I guess it's not too gusty right now. It was really windy. When I got up here I had to put on my puffy, switch into my warmer gloves. Sure is pretty up here though. I'm about, I don't know, 50 yards from the top of the summit, out of the wind. Something kind of shielded a little bit. When I was up there, I put on all my insulation, so I put my puffy on, I had my warm gloves on, just so I could sit down and kind of relax for a little bit and take in the scenery. There's that wind. And I wanted to take some time to show you what it looks like on the way down. So I'm going to flip around. That is what I just hiked up. The Quandary Peak East Ridge is the name of the trail. You can pretty much see, you follow this ridge all the way down to the tree line, then it cuts into the trees, and you pretty much end up on the road. You can see 70, or that's not 70, you can see that highway, the access point to get to here. So yeah, all in all, pretty good hike. I've been enjoying it. It took a lot longer than I thought. It's noon right now. I started at 7 in the morning, and it's only like a 3.5 mile hike. So, well, anyway, I'm gonna snack, eat some a little snack or something, and then head on down the mountain. Whoa, can't lose that. Out of the wind a little bit. Have a little snack. So next Wednesday, I start a new job. Pretty stoked. For the biggest company I've ever worked at. Excited for that. Wonder if I'm still above 14. think Fort Quandary's just barely a 14er. Cell phone works up here. I did a video call, which is cool. Apparently there's billy goats on this trail. Not goats or sheep. I didn't see anything. I saw a bunch of beacon though. Sure is a nice day. It's nice to have visibility be back again. It's a period over the summer when the whole state seemed like it was on fire. You really couldn't see far because there was so much haze in the air. I can see pretty clear in the distance right now. Leave no trace. Alright, so I'm making my way down the mountain. Pretty much have gone all the way down, from that top point behind me, you can see right there. And I'm getting ready to get back into the tree line, and probably got another but it's gonna be pretty much smooth sailing from here on out. Just wanted to give an update because sometimes you got a one-track mind when you're trying to get off the trail, and it's always good to stop and smell the flowers and do a little video. Alright, so I'm back at or below the tree line, and I'm just kind of making my way back to the old truck. And so yeah, Quandary Peak, I'm glad I did this. Only 3.5 miles each way, so not too shabby. I mean, earlier in the summer I did a 14-mile hike with more vert than this, but I've been like super sedentary for the past 2 weeks. Pretty much haven't really done anything since the elk hunt that I went on in mid-November. Now it's the end of November, and can't just sit around forever. So trying to get a little bit back in shape. But yeah, I can totally feel the atrophy. Whoa! Take that, Patch. Yeah, I can totally feel the atrophy in my muscles. My cardio feels pretty good, which is kind of the opposite of what it was last season. But yeah, the lungs feel good, muscles feel weak. So I guess I just need to work on my strength and my cardio a little bit more, and then I'll be super stoked for ski season. Speaking of ski season, glad I hiked this without my ski gear, because had I have summited it with my skis on, I wouldn't have been able to ski down from the top, so it would have been kind of like, it would have been harder to summit it with all my ski gear on. But then it was like I would just have to like walk back down and ski. So maybe if I come back here, I ski some of these lines. I lay down some of these lines behind me, and like don't even think about summiting it or whatever, and just kind of do what I think makes sense. Wouldn't be the first time I've summited a peak. Last year, it's actually in March, I summited St. Vrain, and that's a peak that I've also hiked. And yeah, I found myself in the predicament of not having ski to snow down, so I had to walk down probably 500 feet vert from the summit before I could actually ski out. What's the fun in that, right? You want to ski off a mountain, you got to ski from the top, right? Anyway, so I'll probably be back in the truck in the next 20 minutes. And look at all these sick lines behind me. Who knows, maybe it could dump this week and I'll come back with fresh snow, bring my ski gear, and just shred the gnar, as they say. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, just got back to the parking lot. A lot more cars here. There's only one other car here this morning. Now there's probably, you know, almost 10. But yeah, good day today. Boy, am I beat. That 14er Quandary took a lot out of me. Took a lot longer than I anticipated. But you know, there's this funny sign that I saw on the trailhead that says there's no such thing as an easy 14er. So, kind of empathize with that sign a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this, and this will be it for this adventure. Thanks for sticking along.